In a world where local legends are made, where college dreams take flight, and where the biggest names in sports collide, one man brings you the action, the insight, and the stories that matter. This is Sports Talk for Onslow County and beyond. You're locked in to Sports Talk with Chris Rayner, only on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get
that hit any. All right, welcome to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Chris Rayner. It's the week house today, so I don't have to talk a whole lot because I know people get tired of hearing me talk. Can you imagine that?
Has anybody told you that before?
Oh yeah, my wife was, my dad, a lot of people. Yeah, so maybe there's something to it. But so I'm gonna let you guys roll with it today. We got Jason Humphry with us from Down East Heating and Air. Thank you, Jason. We have a special announcement to make involving you and the Jacksonville Ospreys here shortly. We have Ellie Patino, owner, operator, chief cook, bottle washer with the Jacksonville Ospreys. Dylan Hughes, you do everything else that he doesn't do, right?
That's right.
Are y'all pretty much the two-headed snake there?
I guess you could say that.
And
yeah.
You've added some fine people there, too, to take care of stuff. Juliet and some of the others. We'll hit on some of that stuff as we go along. And then Thomas Hatchel. You're going to be letting us know later in the show some things that maybe people didn't think about for Christmas.
Yes, sir.
Because Christmas is rapidly approaching. If
It
you have
is.
that person, they're a sports fan, and you look everywhere. You go to the, not to knock Lid's locker rooms, but I go in the one in the mall every time I'm at a different mall. It's the same stuff, every one, you know? I go in there hoping to see something a little different, and it's good stuff, but as a sports fan, that you got a lot of that stuff. You have stuff that's going to be unique to people. For
Unique.
collectibles. So we're going to talk about that as we get rolling
And
on
thanks
later.
for having me. It's good to be back.
Sure.
It's been a long time. It's been I don't know 6, 8, 9 months since I was sitting here with
Has
you.
it
So
been
it's
that
great to be
long?
back. Yes, sir.
Wow. Well, we're going to talk about some of the stuff that people can get with you. If you don't have it, you can find it for them for Christmas.
You got that
That's
right.
right.
Yep. Absolutely.
So first things first, let's pay a few bills here. This guy over here knows what I'm talking about. National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram is one of our fine sponsors. Harry Brown, Ryan, Robbie Yates, Chris Hines, and Quentin. Fountain Management, Lisa Thornton and Sandra Fountain. Southern Touch Painting, Roger Carroll. Golden Corral, Billy Sewell. All About Floors, one of our newer sponsors by Ron Prince, is the owner and operator there. Down East Heating and Air Conditioning. That's so familiar to me. Who's the guy that runs that place? Oh, yeah, Mr. Jason Humphry. He got his Down East shirt on and everything.
Down East shirt on and everything.
It's all about
Yeah,
product placement, ain't it?
Product placement, right?
The losses of John Drew Warlick, Express Printing, Myron Cross, Onslow County Motor Company, Ben Beasley and his crew, CNS Paint, Ron Choate and Victor Case, Bartley Insurance Services, Bill Mercer, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, Superior Metal Structures and Concrete there in Beulahville, Jones Onslow EMC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, Hampton Natalie Chiropractor, I need that today, my back is, I know, Jones LP Gas in Verona. I think my back problems stem from my front. Too much porch pulling the studs out of alignment.
Too much work.
Yeah, exactly. Too much eating. Jones LP Gas there in Verona, of course, today is $11 cylinder refill day every Friday. Lane Associates Family Dentistry, and a special thanks to Helen's Kitchen and Billy Grissett. I put in the order today and told him we needed to do a little overtime in the kitchen. We have a whole house full today. So thank you to Billy Grissett and Helen's Kitchen for keeping us well fed here on Sports Talk. You can also catch our podcast and relive today's show and years of past Sports Talk episodes. The Sports Talk experience is waiting there for you all on that internet. Just search WSME Radio on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and stay connected to every episode. You can also catch up with us on Facebook at Freedom 97.1 WSME, online WSME971.com, and our studio line, I got to think of something in my head there, online WSME971.com, and our studio line is 910-346-2248 if you have any burning questions for the Ospreys crowd, Jason Humphry or Tom Hatchel. Tom, I'm going to slide this to you because you had asked about the link, so if you want to send that to whoever you were talking about. Those are the links, or did they already find them?
No, actually, I need that. Thank you.
It's pretty easy. I mean, you just search for WSME on Google, and it'll pop up and go live. But send that to your folks there while we're while we're talking some Osprey stuff, it's December. There's nothing to do in the wintertime getting ready for the season, is there? You just what, about May 1st, just kick it all together and go with it?
No, that definitely is not the case. We, believe it or not, without Dylan and my wife and all these people, Juliet doing all the social media stuff, frankly, it takes a village just to run it in the summer with the host families and sponsors and everything, but then in the off season, there's a small contingent. Our front office is actively working on all these things.
Yeah.
Uniform designs. It's the entire
Are we changing
operation.
uniforms this year?
No. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily change. We have to. We're coming up with a fourth jersey.
Oh, so you kind of add one in the rotation.
Alternate, because found out that with Sammy the Silly Goose jersey, this jersey, our digital camo jersey, and then our home white jersey.
Yeah.
The players are kind of like sometimes they're just wearing the Silly Goose jersey more than what we had anticipated.
Yeah, because it's kind of like a special occasion thing, isn't it? Yeah.
So then we're like, all right, looks like we need a fourth one. So just all kinds of things. That, and we got multiple irons in the fire. We're going into our third year, but there's just still so much things we're trying to do to expand the reach of Ospreys baseball. So
I think so far that's my favorite one, the digital camo. Yeah, I like that jersey. Hides dirt a little better too, don't it? Is it? Well, then that's the one I need. Do you have a well, I'll get with my size later. There's no need to put that big number out there on the internet.
They carry small.
That's small? Okay. What am I gonna do? Put it on one arm? I don't even know if I could do like
Be a crop top.
I could do like the fat kid on Bad News Bears where you just can't button it together, I can't remember his name. I know you know.
I can't remember.
You know what I'm talking about. Ogilvy no, that's
It
not
was
him.
good stuff anyway.
Yeah, but the guy, yeah. So in order to do a lot of the things you do, you have to have sponsors.
yeah.
So is there any, people are waiting out there because we said we're going to make a big announcement. What big announcement would you like to make today?
Yeah, so today we're making a big announcement. We alluded to that on social media that each year since we started, we had a nest sponsor. It's the top single sponsor. That sponsor has exclusivity in their field, and their logos go on all our jerseys, and they have a largest banner on the field, among other things.
Mm-hmm.
And so Down East Heating and Air, Mr. Humphrey and his gang have, and we're grateful for this, has become our nest sponsor for 2026.
Nice.
And we think it's going to be great synergies. Frankly, we haven't had a heating and air company since we started that's been a sponsor. With so many in the area, I guess we just never had one. So when Dylan actually had brought it to our attention, I was like, oh, this is great. Then I went to their website,
Yeah.
and I knew of the company and everything. But then when I went to the website, I saw that they have a mascot and everything, and it's a bird.
Oh,
They have
yeah.
birds. I was like, oh, yeah, this is kind of cool. So I think we can have a lot of extra synergies just on that side, especially when it comes to kids and families and things of that nature. So.
Well, Jason, you were the one of the primary sponsors for the Down East Wood Ducks for a while there in Kinston.
Right,
Obviously,
correct.
the Down East name, was a good play because you
We
both had
played
the
off
same
of it.
name.
Sure did.
Do you miss the sponsorship with baseball? Is that where you're itching to get back in it?
Well, missing the sponsorship with baseball, but also being involved in the baseball community and just being involved in the community, period.
Oh, yeah. Well, you do that all the time. I went to Myrtle Beach yesterday, took my folks down there to shop and eat some crab legs, and I'm riding down, and all of a sudden I see this huge Down East digital billboard in Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
So you're far-reaching now. I mean, you're heating and cooling the entire southeastern part of the United States, aren't you?
Well,
Well, I couldn't say North Carolina because you're in South Carolina.
we,
So
we
I had to
are
do something else.
we are eastern North Carolina into the Myrtle Beach area, North Myrtle Beach, and try to stay heavily involved with the local schools, trying to stay involved with, just like the Ospreys, and also done
North
the
side, Southwest,
North
I know you
side,
do.
Southwest, some Jacksonville, and just love being in the community, love the people of the community, and just loving giving back to the community.
We appreciate you, man, because your sponsorship has helped, obviously, with us. I mean, you're a big sponsor, Sports Talk, have been for years. You sponsor our Hurricanes Watch,
Right.
which, as you know, this week is very good.
Yes,
So you picked a good
very
week
good
to come.
week.
We're going to talk about the
Very
Canes a
good
little later. I'm envisioning, the press box renovation down the road, next year, whenever. I'm envisioning having the best air conditioning system ever made in a press box.
We
It might be so cold even I get chilly
hey,
in there.
we can make that happen. I'm sure we could.
We know a guy that can do that, don't we?
Yes, yes, great team that could get it done for
So
us.
how did you two get together and start collaborating on this?
Social media, seeing some things out there that they were looking for. I think I messaged off of social media originally, and then Dylan got in contact with me, and we started talking and looking at some dates coming up that they were looking at, some time restraints that they had, and you know, I think the Thursday or Friday after Thanksgiving week, we made it happen, and looking forward to a great season and seeing everybody out at the field and having a good time.
Well, it's just an awesome atmosphere. You've been obviously several times out there. Tom, you've been to some games, haven't you?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Great atmosphere, isn't it?
I love it.
Does your kid love going out there?
He does.
It's cool to have it where you can go down the line and catch foul balls, and but you better keep your head on a swivel down that first base line. I know that because it can get a little dicey down there, can't it?
Oh, yeah.
So now with Jason coming on as the primary sponsor, does he get the top of the Jack Amient Center to have, like, to go up there with his lawn chairs and have the bird's eye view?
You mean on top of the rec
The
center?
top of the rec center,
If
yes.
the city allowed us, yeah, that would definitely be the case.
Well, while he's up there, he can get about 700 foul balls.
I'll talk to
Because
Mr. Ray,
there's a
see
few.
what we can-
Has anybody been up there to see about the foul ball situation?
You know, I don't know. I
There
don't
has to
ever
have been
see
a
roll
few
off, so
caught
there
up there
has to
before,
be.
I know, yeah.
Maybe a city maintenance worker gets to the top and
I'm sure somebody's been up there and found a couple, yeah. There's also been a couple cars that have found a foul ball or two.
Oh, yeah.
Who was the one player? Noah?
Noah Gaggle,
Yeah, first
Canadian
year.
ball player.
Yeah. He parked right behind, not dead center behind, but just a little bit on the first base line, and we heard it. And it was an unmistakable sound of glass crunching
Yeah,
with a
we helped
baseball.
them, we helped them help cover the cost. We found some way to help do that, and we're like, look, we know you have a ton of money. And a funny story about Noah, he got pulled over when the season
When
was
his
over. or
when his
whatever.
windshield busted out.
No, not
Oh.
with that. The story you shared with us when they in their exit survey, tell us what they liked about Ospreys in Jacksonville. So yeah, I got pulled over and I talked my way out of the ticket because I told the cop I was from Canada, and then next thing you know, we're talking about baseball, and the cop ended up letting him go. But it was a funny
Nice.
story. But,
Well-
Noah's that kind of guy. He'll then goes way out of a situation.
I know the backstory on that. The officer listened to us on the stream and watched the stream and liked the broadcast so much that he let him out of the ticket.
Oh, that's it.
That's
That's
what
right.
it was.
That's right. That's
We've gotten
it.
good feedback from that fat guy that does the the nattering on the radio there on the live stream. Talking about there was one this past year too that had the same thing happened. Foul ball gets one of the players, and so I went out there in between innings. And the ball was sitting right there. I mean, it was a SUV, so it was right there. So I grabbed it, and there was one of the kids there, and I gave it to one of the kids. Well, the player went out there, and I could see him looking for it. And I said, I went and finally told him. He said, man, I was wondering how in the world that ball busted that, and there was no ball in there. They was looking all through the car for it and
Well,
everything.
who had both the back windshield and the front windshield
So
get busted at the same
Josiah,
time?
our head coach, actually got a double whammy.
Really?
It went through his back windshield, bounced off like the center console, I guess. and
The
hit
same ball?
The same ball, and then busted
Broke
the
the
front windshield
Like,
from the
both at
inside.
the same time.
That's like the Kennedy assassination. You wonder if there's two shots somewhere,
The
'cause
magic bullet, the magic
the
ball.
magic ball, yeah. That's unreal. They need to learn not to park back there.
Right?
We tell them,
yeah.
and after it happens, then that player typically will
Yeah.
park over somewhere else, and they'll just walk.
I'll show them the
400
place
feet
down
to
the right field line behind the old Brindles over there. That's where I
Brindles,
park.
yeah.
If they hit my truck, they've done something.
Yeah.
That's
They've
right.
hit a tape measure shot, and I've got a souvenir for one of the longest home runs hit in Onslow County
Yeah.
history.
That's right.
So, what are some changes coming up this year? Anything exciting? I mean, obviously this is the big change, and
Yeah.
super sponsorship. But anything changing other than that? The dynamics of it. I know there's some issues coming up, I guess, with the city and the land and stuff. Are they working all that out?
Yeah, so we figured it out. We were actually getting inquiries about that. We were like, all right, well, we haven't heard anything back, and it was still in discussion. I wouldn't say behind closed doors. It wasn't private, but Mr. Ray definitely. The city's been great to work with. And he said, look, we're getting everybody to the table. Dr. Barnes from the OCS, you guys, the Sports Commission, and make sure that
Yeah.
we're all on the same page. And sure enough, in that same meeting, hey, we will still be able to have alcohol. There's a section down left field that we will not be able to have alcohol go past a certain point until the lines get redrawn.
Yeah.
And so the city said, look, we're just figuring this out. And then if they got to, ultimately buy that land or whatever the case may be, the city said, we'll make it work. And the city has already put $500,000 in that ballpark since we arrived. They just put a new $60,000 scoreboard that's on school property.
Oh,
but
yeah, it's
on the
nice
field.
too,
It's
yeah.
beautiful. Now they got all the panels up. It looks really grand.
Yeah.
And so little by little, that's what the city's been great to work with. And our sponsors, along with the city, literally everyone backing us and make sure that we can, take off just right has been great. Because then we've had awesome compliments from the community, kids, families alike. I shared this before, but there's a family that, hey, Kim, come to games in the first season, and they said, look, we don't even watch baseball. We don't even know the rules of baseball. But our daughter loves coming out to the games to see the mascot and things, and we're like, that's awesome. So if we can replicate that thousands of times every year, then that's a win. So.
Well, that's good that they're learning. They're like the kind of folks that would go home, like my wife does, and says, "Hey, I saw in the game you guys scored 5 points last night." That just don't sound right, but yeah, 5 technically, yes. But yeah, it's a great atmosphere out there where the kids can just be right up close to the action, chase foul balls. They're like the seagulls in what is the movie Finding Nemo? Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the PA guy plays whenever they do that. Now, Tom, let's tie in. We got obviously your biggest segment coming up later, but let's tie in the card world with this here. If I was to get you a list of the 2 rosters from the first year, have we had anybody go on to play minor league baseball from the first 2 years?
Not from us.
Because I know most of those guys are still in college, so it may be down the road. But I want to get a list compiled. I want to see who the first one's going to be that Tom can get us a card.
I'll get it.
Minor league team. Obviously, that's where they'll start. But most minor league players have a card, don't they?
Absolutely, yeah. And so just get me a list. We'll track them and we'll see, and definitely get a card. That would be cool to come back, present you with a card, a rookie card of the first player that made it.
From the Ospreys, yeah. What about, are there companies that, I know there are because I've seen it before in the high school, and even when my kid played rec ball, there's a company that would make a card for you, out of the picture. That'd be kind of cool to do for the players, each year.
We had someone approach us. I don't know if that's something maybe you can help us with, but it was just by the time they approach us, we're just on the heels of the season. We got to focus on other things. But we all
Time now, so that'd be a good thing to work on.
Yeah.
It sounds like a great opportunity.
Well, one of the things that I'm really hoping they work on, you know what it is, of course, is the flagpole. I know the American Legion, I think, has stepped up and going to do that, right?
Yeah. What's the coach's name?
Rick Sigafus
Yeah.
over at
The Post Legion coach there.
Yeah, I've talked to him a couple weeks ago, actually. He said that the pole is already purchased. It's just waiting to get put up.
Nice.
Yeah, that would be great because then we just had that flag sitting off the piece of wood there.
Yeah.
And the fact that they'll put a flag right beyond
Yeah.
center field. And Rick had called. I think the city had called us. And do you have a preference? I'm like, no, it's up to you guys.
Oh yeah, the city, I think, and I think the American Legion paid for the city, or they worked it out together. They collaborated somehow to get that done. But have they decided where you're going to put it? I guess the outfield fence.
Yeah, they had asked us if we had a preference. It's like, as long as it's not a distraction. I think any spot's fine, frankly, but as long as it doesn't. Like,
Well, especially
it's not
over the
waving
outfield
the
fence
ball and the
because
ball's
this.
like flying in for the pitcher's arm and the pitcher can't see.
Oh yeah, that's
But
true.
I think it's fine. I said, other than that, you're fine. Where
Probably maybe left center, right center, so it's not that issue with the pitch. I hadn't thought about that, but when you do the natural lineup down the lines, that's the place normally where it is in ballparks and stuff.
Yeah, I think it'd be that's something, and we get a lot of social media comments or messages like, "Hey, you guys need a flag," or "Hey, I was at the game, you guys didn't have a flag." I'm like, "Oh, we had it. It was just not in the most prominent
Especially in a
spot."
military town, Exactly.
Yeah. So.
That'll be awesome to do that. How are we doing on time, Hollywood? I feel like we're close to a break. That's what I thought. I can sense that. All right, we're going to take our first break on Sports Talk and be right back with the crew. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Casey Kasem inviting you to join me for a very special edition of American Top 20, our Christmas countdown of the top 30 holiday hits. We'll hear a wide musical mix of Christmas favorites by Nat King Cole, Celine Dion, Johnny Mathis, Paul McCartney, Mannheim Steamroller, Bing Crosby, Amy Grant, and many, many more. So be sure to join us for our AT20 Holiday Special. It's from the Premier Radio Network.
You got to check it out. Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. Freedom 97.1.
When it comes to paint and painting supplies, whether a contractor or homeowner, since 1957, people have depended on C&S Paint for all their paint, painting supplies, and accessories, as well as providing expert knowledge in helping with a particular paint project. C&S Paint, with locations in Jacksonville, 6 Doris Avenue, 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, and 105 Wayne Drive in Morehead City. C&S Paint is close and convenient to cover the Crystal Coast with quality Pittsburgh paint for any project, residential or commercial. Color is often the first impression of a home or community. Pittsburgh Paint's team of designers, experienced in both new home construction and residential repaint, have compiled over 2,000 color schemes to provide you with a selection that appeals to homeowners. A beautiful and lasting paint job starts with quality Pittsburgh paint. For more information, phone 910-455-0210 or visit C&S Paint, 6 Doris Avenue, Jacksonville, 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, and 105 Wayne Drive in Morehead City, or online, cspaintcenter.com. C&S Paint, Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only carpet protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home that's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2024 in the flooring covering and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 1997. With locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it, we stand behind it.
Santa knows how to save energy during the holidays. To stay cozy and warm in his workshop, the elves added weather stripping around doors and windows to keep the cold drafts out. Also, Santa sets the thermostat to 68 degrees. He turns it down even more if he has a house full of elves, since they generate lots of warmth. How does Santa know so much? He regularly visits the Energy Center tab at joemc.com to keep up with all of the tips to save energy this holiday season and the rest of the year.
Down East, heating and air conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986.
Hey, did you hear? Daikin, the #1 air conditioner manufacturer in the world, has teamed up with Down East Heating and Air Conditioning.
Down East, heating and air conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986. DownEastHeating.com.
Down East and Daikin? Now that's a cool combination. Let Down East put its award-winning team to work for you. One-day install on heating and air system changeouts and no cooking on install day. Dinner is on us.
Down East, heating and air conditioning, a family tradition of quality since 1986. DownEastHeating.com.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Formerly Morgan Family Dentistry, our Jacksonville and Richlands offices are now proud members of the Lane & Associates family. Here, you'll find the perfect blend of the latest dental technology with the personal care and attention you deserve, all to give you an amazing dental experience. We welcome patients of all ages and accept all major insurance plans, including military. For over 40 years, Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving families across North Carolina. And now, we're here for you with convenient locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call us today at 877-LANE-DDS or visit us online at lanedds.com. That's Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where beautiful smiles begin.
If you've been diagnosed with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, this is what it sounds like to be 1,000,000 miles away. Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. Tremfya, guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible. In clinical trials, at least 70% of patients saw at least 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks. Results may vary. Tremfya is also indicated for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Call 1-800-526-7736 or visit Tremfya.com.
Hey, nice savings balance. Well done.
Thanks.
What you saving for? New car?
Nah, it's to pay thousands in fines and court costs after I got pulled over for drinking and driving.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you better keep saving.
Yeah.
Drinking and driving can wipe you out in more ways than one. It can hurt or even kill innocent people, drain your bank account, tear your future apart, even take your life. You're smarter than that. This holiday season, drive sober or get pulled over. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Hey, welcome back to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Chris Rayner. I think I'm on the air. I am on the air, yes. This is good. We're going to do an impromptu Panthers report here because Carolina Panthers are rolling here. Well, I say rolling. It depends on what day, what week it is. And exactly right. Yeah, that's rolling for the Panthers.
We're in there.
If
Wait
you
till you see what I brought.
Well, see, that's the thing about being a sports fan. At the start of the year, if you'd have told me we were 7-7 at this time, I'd have took it. But the way they've got to
That's
it,
right.
at this point, of course, we wanted more. Panthers started out 0-2 this year, won their third game over the Atlanta Falcons, who they have a little mastery over right now. Scott Smith, I'm sorry, but they do. Lost the third game badly to New England. Won 3 in a row to go 4-3. So we got the ship righted. Things are in the right direction. Lose 40-9 to Buffalo, which, as you know, I was there, and that was a terrible game, just awful. Then win 16-13 at Lambeau Field. The ship is righted again. Then lose 17-7 at New Orleans, which I went to that one too. And so I was starting to think it was me. You know, as a fan, you think you got the Maloik on them or something, you know?
I wouldn't be going anymore.
No, you need to stop going to the games.
I know. Then they go to Atlanta and win 30-27 in overtime. So what I'm saying, it's just been like roller coaster, and it continued after that. Lost to San Francisco in a game that they didn't play well at all. Had multiple opportunities to cash in and be competitive in the game. Then you think, they're back to 6-6. Season's done. They're going to tank the rest of the year. Win 31-28 over arguably one of the best teams in the NFL, the LA Rams. And you're back charged up again. Then lose to New Orleans last week. At New Orleans, though, but 20-17 in a game that most people blamed on the defense on that one drive because they played soft coverage, which I agree. I think the coverage should have been a little tighter, but I'm not a coach. But the offense had multiple times in that game to seize the game and put it away. It just didn't.
Oh, yeah.
So a loss is a loss. But the good news is this is the up week. They're playing Tampa Bay, so they should win, going away this week over Tampa Bay. Both teams are 7-7 in that NFC South. It's they used to call the NFC East the NFC Least. I think NFC Least right now is the South.
South has like that every year as well.
For the most part,
Nobody really wants it.
Remember the Panthers won it 7-9 one
I was
year.
just I was thinking that. Yeah, they
7-9 and won the
made
division.
playoffs.
So they got Tampa Bay, huge game this week. You're going. I'm gonna go to. We can go up there, and I hope it's one of those games where it's electric and they win. The game against the Rams, that was just one of the ones that was. It's one of the best ones I remember going to as a Panthers fan. I remember the year they beat New Orleans to win the division with Kuechly out there, and it was so rocking the stadium. They did jump around, and my dad grabs my arm and says, "Stop," and I stopped, and you could feel concrete moving. That's an eerie feeling. I think it's meant to do that. It's like shock absorber type thing, but it was kind of freaky. So hopefully the Panthers can be headed up the roller coaster this week, and if they win over Tampa Bay, they're in first place and control their own destiny. Then they got Seattle, who just came off. Did anybody watch the game last night?
I did.
Unreal. If you went to bed, you missed a great one. I had to rewind it, which it took me a while to figure out how to do that with Prime. I don't like streaming. I like my cable where I can press 2-3 buttons and make it work. But I finally rewound it back and saw what happened. And on the 2-point conversion, basically what happened, Darnold steps back, throws an ill-fated pass over to the left side that would have been eat up. I mean, there was Rams defenders all over the guy, a little screen pass. It gets tipped, but because the ball is traveling backwards when it gets tipped, it's a fumble. So essentially a fumble and a live ball, not a fumble, but just a live ball, a lateral that, got tipped. It goes into the end zone. Seattle Seahawk walks over and just picks it up. And that's the recovery. It was a weird play, wasn't it?
And that was a 2-point conversion?
2-point conversion, yeah.
Game.
So the Seahawks were down 30-14. If you quit on your team and left, which I didn't see a lot of people in Seattle had left. Most of the stands were still full. But I know in Pantherland, the exits probably would have been screaming. Yeah. If you leave early, this is my saying that I originated. If you leave early, you never see the miracle come back. Now, granted, most times you're down 30-7. You're not going to see it anyway if you stay. But you'll never see that comeback. Years ago, I know you'll remember this game, back when the Texans were the the Titans were the Oilers. They're down. No, I'm sorry, they're up. Wright. Yeah, they're up on Buffalo like 35-3 at halftime. It's over. It's in the playoffs. Yep. Frank Wright comes in. I think he was the quarterback anyway, wasn't he? Or he may have been coming as a backup.
I think he came in as a backup.
Yeah, they benched the starter, brought him in, brings them back to win 38-35. Who would have thought that? So if you leave early, you never see the big comeback. Like I said, most times, probably 9 out of 10 times, you're not going to see it anyway. But you never get that shot. What do you think this weekend? You think the Panthers got a shot?
Panthers definitely have a shot. I think they'll win by 6.
I like it. I'll take winning by 1. I'll take
winning by 1.
The only variable is Baker Mayfield. He did not like the way he left Carolina, and he's going to come in with something to prove, like Steve Smith did that time when they played the Ravens.
Right.
Yeah. He had the biggest game of his career, which I love Steve Smith, and I loved him when he was a Panther, and I still think he was a great player. But if you were capable of doing that, why didn't you do that every week, not just the week you come back playing your old team,
But Baker is banged up a little with the shoulder
Well, that's
issues.
good. Well, I hate that for him, but if it's a good week to be banged up, let's let it be this week. And it's really weird because the season ends with Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, and Baker Mayfield. They'll play the Bucks 2 out of the last 3.
Kind of wild.
And Darnold, of course, was cast off too. If you had a chance if the Panthers had kept any of the quarterbacks that they sent away, would it be Darnold or Mayfield, you think?
I like Mayfield.
I do too. I just think he's more of a warrior. And Darnold choked last night.
Oh, yeah.
But he has stretches where he just looks lost in the sauce.
I mean, he's been showing it for the past 2 years, though.
He has.
Darnold?
Well,
yeah.
Well, he'll either throw 4 interceptions in a game or play like last night because they said the time they played the Rams last time, he threw like 4 interceptions.
Yeah. Well, he was good when he went to Minnesota.
Yeah, that's true.
So after leaving us.
And last night, early in the game, he was struggling. The 1 interception, the guy was just camped out there waiting for it. But then, you're down 30-14, you don't quit, and comes back and leads them. Not only did they get the 2-point conversion to tie it, they had gotten a touchdown and 2-point conversion to get within 8. Touchdown, 2-point conversion to tie it. Then they were down 7 in overtime. In the NFL now, you can get 2 possessions no matter what. Like each team gets to touch the ball. Used to, if it was a touchdown, it was done. Like last year, this game would have been over.
So they had a 1% chance of winning, if I remember reading
at what
correctly.
Point? The 30-14?
30-14 is like 1.2% chance of winning.
Okay, so when I said 1 out of 9, it doesn't happen. 1 out of 99, it doesn't happen. So you have to go to 99 stinkers where you get your butts kicked to see that one.
That's why they play the game, man. You never quit. You never quit.
But if you've ever been at a game where it starts rolling late in the game, any event like that, the atmosphere is just unreal. So it's worth sticking around for. Just have another beer and enjoy the game. But so they got the 2-point conversion in overtime though. So 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. That's pretty awesome. Is Sam Darnold's card going up in stock a little bit right now?
I think when he was in Minnesota, his stock started going up. He got Seattle's doing really well. So, so back in the day, a couple of years ago, when he was at the Jets in 18-19, you're looking at, $1 to $2 for a card. Now it's probably 10, popularity. And everything's tied to performance and popularity. So, these guys get hurt. Card values go down.
Colorful ability or whatever the word is. If you do something colorful and all of a sudden.
Field, everything can affect the the collectability, right? The interest level.
Collectability. I like that word,
I think I made that
collectability.
word up, by the way. But it's
Yeah, I
an
believe it
interest
sounds
level.
good.
It's like
I don't think
popularity.
colorful ability is a word either.
We can
I
use it.
that one, but-
I know what you mean.
So when Bryce won against the Rams, his card went up.
Probably did.
In price.
So,
And now
of course, I'm wearing a
maybe-
Bryce jersey today,
Yeah.
so yeah, I can speak to that very easily. So you could pick up. Now, I actually brought some Bryce rookie cards today because they're great stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
And the interest
And they take up
level-
such little room in the
That's
stocking,
right,
too.
They do. But
Bryce's
so
cards are smaller than everybody
The
else's
short
cards.
answer is it absolutely went up. Well, the value was there, when he first hyped up and came out of college.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this guy's, and then the
Well,
system, and then
not with
everything.
Panthers fans. It was a bad scene, yeah.
So lately, because of our 500 season so far, there's an uptick. He's trending up. So yes, so now you can spend $5 and get his rookie instead of spending $1.
Really? So he's
He's
5
trending
times
up.
value. Well,
He
that's
is.
awesome.
And let's see. Let's get into the playoffs and make it $10.
Oh, it'd be awesome to host the playoff game. And the thing is, if the Panthers make the playoffs, they'll host. Because the only way they can make the playoffs is
win
as the division
yeah.
champ.
So
which
one more
is still
thing,
weird.
Chris, I will add this. So in terms of value, people, they start making the playoffs, they're doing good. It's limited. So they make a lot of cards, for example. So what really holds the value is the limited production run. So we got,
Right.
10,000 Bryce Young rookie cards for $5, but he may have a rare number to 100 or less, or number to 25. Those for long-term value holds. The less there is of something, the more value it will hold long-term.
So what you're telling me is, when I was one of those guys that got into the card market when everybody else did, was it 92 roughly along in there?
You're right in the sweet spot of the
I was in
junk
the
wax
sweet
era.
spot of buying stuff I thought was great
Yeah.
that was overproduced and nothing.
That's correct.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but you started in the 70s with those unlicensed
I
football
did,
cards.
but most of them are stuck in the spokes of my bike, like a dummy or something,
That or the shoe boxes up in the attic.
Or the wall.
I think all
Walls?
those are gone. Yeah, that's true. You never know what you'll find when you go rooting through the old boxes. I remember the basketball cards. You know what I'm talking about? The tall basketball
tall
cards,
boys.
the NBA
Yeah.
cards. I remember getting those at Roy Simpson's.
yeah.
Growing up, and you'd look out for a while and you got tired of them, so you stick them in the spokes of your bike with some tape and to make this sound. And I should have used playing cards and kept those, because those are worth some bucks, aren't they?
They're worth a lot of money.
Can you imagine what a Dr.
Conditions.
J tall boy card
I
is?
can't imagine. I've
Yeah.
seen them, because now they grade them and they encapsulate them so they're stored long term. You're not worried about further damage because they're in a hard encapsulated case. But condition also will drive the value. The better the condition of it, the more valuable it's going to be. Right?
Yeah.
So those you put in your spokes, maybe $1 or $2, but if you would have kept them clean in an attic, in a shoebox, or the
Who
wall.
thinks to do that when you're 9,
Nobody.
though,
Nobody. Well, maybe 1 or 2 people out there.
You're
So
looking to trade.
condition will
Yeah.
definitely affect the value of it.
And the reason I say 9 years old, because when I was 9, Star Wars came out, 1977. Yes, that's how old I am. 9 years old. So I get these cool Star Wars cards that are probably worth something nowadays, but not when you stick holes in them, putting them up on your
Correct.
bullets and your little cork board you got there, just because you like seeing the Darth Vader card up there. All of them got holes in them and just stupid stuff. I mean, who would have thought that as a kid they'd be worth something?
We just didn't know.
Now, are you guys into any kind of collectibles, baseball guys over there?
I don't collect any cards. I want to get into it though.
Or like anything this is something Tom got for me. I'll show that later in the show when we talk more about the collectible stuff. But anything like autograph stuffs or helmets or anything, y'all got anything going on like that?
Yeah,
The Bears.
I was just telling him before the show started. My big collectible item is a Chicago Bears helmet that's signed by the entire team, including the coaches.
It's not 1986, is it?
No, it's
Okay.
06. When
06.
they lost to the Colts in the Super
Hey,
Bowl.
that's
Right.
probably a good one.
I had gotten offered, without him even seeing the item, $5,000. I was like, oh, sorry. Can't.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to keep it.
I'm a diehard
Wow,
Bears
yeah.
fan through and through, so it's sitting in my man cave.
So that's your team, the Bears.
That's right.
Ellie, are you a Panthers guy or?
So I grew up playing baseball and football, but I don't really watch too much football just because I don't have any streaming package for it. But but my son, he's into collecting stuff. He has several things. He's got the room above the garage, so he's got the biggest room.
So that's his room for
And
stuff like
his
that.
sister's always jealous, but his sister's never home, so it doesn't matter. And then
Wow,
he
jab
fills
right
it up
there.
with all these collectibles, and sometimes I'm like, "Where's Eli?" I go upstairs and he's rearranging all his stuff,
Yeah.
and he's like lining it up, and I'm like, all right.
Nice.
So,
I love it.
Well, we're gonna
I live in this space, brother.
We're going to
every
talk
day.
about another collectible sport when we come back. We'll be right back on Sports Talk.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
At Express Printing, Myron Cross and the team believe every job should be your job. Your colors, your logo, your style. They specialize in custom printing, such as banners, signs, business cards, marketing materials, and more. When you want it done right and made just for you, trust your local one-stop print shop, Express Printing. Locally owned and proudly serving Onslow County for over 40 years, you'll always get the personal service the big stores just can't match. Stop by 117 North Marine Boulevard in Jacksonville. Call 910-455-4554 or visit expressprintingjacksonville.com. Express Printing, custom design, full service, locally yours.
Hampton Hadley of Hadley Family Chiropractic is a Palmer graduate and certified in chiropractic pediatrics. If you have been in a car accident or are having trouble with chronic pain, sports injuries, or need proper physical therapy to get you back on your feet, Hadley Family Chiropractic of Jacksonville offers comprehensive care for you. Hadley Family Chiropractic provides services for back pain, headaches, leg pain, neck pain, numbness, shoulder pain, work, and sports injuries. Hadley Family Chiropractic offers state-of-the-art chiropractic care and treatments as well as transportation. We offer very little wait time and same-day appointments, open Monday through Fridays. Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays by appointment. Hadley Family Chiropractic, 1905 Gum Branch Road, Jacksonville. Call today 910-938-2332 or 910-545-8615. Open Monday through Fridays. Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays by appointment. Hadley Family Chiropractic, 1905 Gum Branch Road, Jacksonville.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
Pro Image Promotional Solutions in Jacksonville. A one-stop for your custom tees, sweats, hooded sweats, and outerwear. Pro Image will design uniquely for you. Pro Image will do screen prints, digitize, and embroider right on site at their location in Jacksonville at 51 Plaza Drive B, just behind the Pizza Hut on Gum Branch Road. Pro Image Promotional Solutions, specializing in helping schools, businesses, church groups, civic organizations, and recreation sports teams with uniforms and their team gear. See Mark Houston for ideas on how to make your personal business wear look professional and appealing. For more information, visit proimagenc.com. That's proimagenc.com or call 910-347-0004. Again, that's 910-347-0004. Pro Image Promotional Solutions, just behind the Pizza Hut on Gum Branch Road, Jacksonville.
At Express Printing, Myron Cross and the team believe every job should be your job. Your colors, your logo, your style. They specialize in custom printing, such as banners, signs, business cards, marketing materials, and more. When you want it done right and made just for you, trust your local one-stop print shop, Express Printing. Locally owned and proudly serving Onslow County for over 40 years, you'll always get the personal service the big stores just can't match. Stop by 117 North Marine Boulevard in Jacksonville. Call 910-455-4554 or visit expressprintingjacksonville.com. Express Printing, custom design, full service, locally yours.
If you're looking to purchase a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV without the high pressure, Onslow County Motor Company, 1639 Lejeune Boulevard, may be the dealership for you. At Onslow County Motor Company, they want to help you buy a car, truck, or SUV, not just sell you one. Buying a car, truck, or SUV should be enjoyable, and the folks at Onslow County Motor Company will do their best to make your car buying experience fun and relaxed. Check out their inventory online at ocmc.us or visit them at 1639 Lejeune Boulevard. All vehicles are hand-selected, and a standard warranty comes with most vehicles with extended warranties available, and Carfax is free. Stop by and visit Ben, Brandon, Travis, Terry, or Dave. They will gladly answer all your questions about a particular model. Financing? OCMC will finance most anybody. Great selection, great people. Onslow County Motor Company, 1639 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, where customers send their friends. Call today, 910-355-7066.
It's Sports Talk Live on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Hey, welcome back to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Chris Rayner. We're our pre-Christmas show here. We have Tom Hatchel from Card Crazy Sports with us. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
Dylan Hughes, reintroducing everybody. Dylan Hughes from the Jacksonville Ospreys, Ellie Patino from the Ospreys, and now Jason Humphry from the Ospreys.
Yeah.
You wear many hats.
Many hats.
You do a lot of sponsorship around the area with us, the teams, high school teams, and now with the Jacksonville Ospreys. So congrats again on that.
Thank you. Looking forward
You're
to
also a
great
big
season.
Hurricanes fan.
Big Hurricane.
Okay, I'm seeing a vision here. Get up with the Hurricanes, get a box, 8 seats, and do a big sponsorship there. How about that?
And give the ticket to
Well,
Hollywood.
Sure, yeah. Give him 2 though, if you will. He might invite me.
I'm
to
not
go
talking
with him.
about that ticket.
Oh.
I'm talking about the price tag on
Oh
it.
yeah. Because you do an awesome job sponsoring locally, but I can only imagine the step up to an NHL and especially like an NFL. But NHL would probably be right a little bit more, wouldn't it? A little bigger commitment.
I'm sure it'd be a big.
Just tell them you'll
big step.
Tell them you do all the heating and air. You know, at a really good price for them.
Right,
For sponsorship.
right, yeah.
And while we're on that, can you only imagine trying to heat and air that joint?
Jeez.
A team of people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So it is time for our Hurricanes Watch. The Hurricanes are doing good. Hurricanes Watch, by the way, is sponsored by Down East Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to Jason Humphry and the gang for all your heating and air conditioning needs. And we talked about it off camera or off the air a minute. You're probably enjoying this little bit of warm weather, aren't you, to catch up?
We're enjoying it, spending some time with family coming up for the Christmas break, and kids getting out of school today. I believe it's their last day, and you know, community is important, but also family is important to us. And my dad instilled that into me years ago, and
keep it in the family.
We want to make sure that stays with our team as well.
Well, and probably speaking of your team, they're enjoying a little time to catch their breath because Monday was bad. Monday, you probably guys, the phone was ringing off the hook, wasn't it?
The phone was ringing off the hook. You know, people going out 17 degrees trying to crank their vehicle.
And now it's 65 degrees.
And now it's 65. Welcome to North Carolina.
Welcome to coastal North Carolina, where if you don't like the weather, wait 30 minutes, it'll change. Back to our Hurricanes watch, though. Canes are on a tear. Won 5 in a row now. They've done really well all season, but they were there at 17-9. The point total that they had was right near the lead in the Metro. Now all of a sudden, reeling off 5 in a row, they've jumped out to a 4-point lead, which you get 2 points for a win, no points for a loss, 1 point if you push the game to overtime but lose anyway. So they've been on a tear lately. 4 straight wins since we last talked. Let's see. They played last Saturday at Philadelphia and won 4-3 in shootouts. They actually won 3 shootouts in a row. Remember that? I didn't realize that until I just saw it. I knew they had a couple, but I didn't realize it was 3 in a row. They beat the Capitals 3-2 in shootouts. They beat, like I said, the Flyers 3-2, and then the very next night in Raleigh. So they leave Philly, bring the Flyers back with them. I'm sure they all flew on the same plane and had a good time. 3-2 shootout win over the Flyers. So 3 shootout wins in a row. Then they won last night at Nashville. No, Wednesday night. I'm sorry. Wednesday night at Nashville, 4-1. And they actually play tonight. So they've had a long stretch of a bunch of games in a row. So play tonight against the dreaded Florida Panthers, the team that's, I think, eliminated us, the last 2 years?
Yes.
Yeah. So this will show what they're made of. You're a Hurricanes fan. What's your thoughts on the goalie situation? Bussy? Just ride him while he's hot?
I would say Bussy.
Yeah. I mean, he's he comes off a minor league contract. Panthers claim him off of I'm sorry, I'm in football mode. The Hurricanes claim him off of waivers from the Panthers. I think it was, wasn't it, Florida? And look what he's doing. So it's just a lot of times it's about the right situation,
So, Chris, let me add, if you look at that Eastern Conference, the Hurricanes will be in the Stanley Cup Finals. You heard it here first. If you didn't, you heard it.
But they're going to get over the hump this year.
They will get over the hump. They look good. And before you go on, here's how I know they're going to the finals, because I brought you a gift. It is
nice.
When they won the Stanley Cup. Here's the actual News and Observer. That's for you.
This is for me?
And this is telling us.
I've ever been
this
happy.
is telling us the Carolina Hurricanes will be in the Stanley Cup Finals.
I feel like the guy on the Cheers entry holding up, we win, All
right.
You may already have that in your man cave.
Tell them, check the podcast out. Look at it. Look at the paper.
Oh, to get that. Okay. You just told them. I'll check out the podcast, and we'll get more of this on there. This is Rod Brindamore holding up the Stanley Cup. That's the picture you're talking about, I think.
Yes.
And you actually have a statue of him doing that as well.
I do. I had to ad-lib, though, because remember the cup was missing, so I found a cup.
I have one as well with the cup. Yep.
All right.
I couldn't give you the cup.
That's true. I understand. And my name's Jimmy. I'll take what you give me.
That's right.
Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. So that winds up our Hurricanes Watch, sponsored by Down East Heating and Air Conditioning. We're going to take our last break, come back and do This Day in Sports and lots of other stuff here on Sports Talk.
Freedom 97.1.
In this fast-paced world, common sense is still important. When it comes to marketing insurance in any form, companies take advantage of sound bites, expressly meant to fool you into thinking things are easier than they are. These 1-800-LIFE insurance folks will lead you to believe they have a quicker, faster way of attaining this essential coverage for your family. They don't. Some folks are healthier than others and get approved faster. The process is the same for everybody. That's why you need an agent, especially if it doesn't cost you 1 penny more. At Bartley Insurance Services in Jacksonville, we are there for you from start to finish, locally owned and operated. In this world that is rapidly moving us away from each other, it's important to rely on people you know and trust for your life and health insurance. I am Bill Mercer. Please call my son Drew or me at 910-346-2170. We want to be your agents. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bob Warlick. For 3 generations, our family has been proud to serve the people of Onslow County. Whether you've been seriously injured in an automobile accident, hurt on the job, or need help with family law matters, our attorneys at the law offices of John Drew Warlick are here for you. For over 60 years, we've been your trusted hometown law firm. Please call us today at 910-455-7700.
Golden Corral, the only one for everyone. Celebrate the season with all your favorites at Golden Corral, featuring their famous buffet. Enjoy holiday favorites every day. Tender turkey with dressing, savory ham, and carved steak served nightly and all day Sunday. Top it off with delicious holiday desserts like pumpkin, pecan, and chocolate pies served daily. Planning a feast at home? Order your holiday turkey or ham meal to go. And don't forget those holiday gift cards, the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Start your day with the breakfast buffet at 7:30 a.m. Enjoy brunch at 10 and dinner beginning at 4 p.m. For catering from gatherings of 10 to 1,000 guests, call 910-455-3773 or visit goldencorral.com. Dine in, takeout, drive-through, delivery, or catering.
Hey, it's Rick Dees reminding you that Jacksonville's and Greenville's Golden Corral is the only one for everyone.
This Christmas season, make your home shine with beautiful new floors from All About Floors. Come see Ron Prince at 341 Center Street in Jacksonville or call 910-376-2910 for all your residential and commercial flooring needs. All About Floors specializes in bathroom remodels, ceramic and porcelain tile, LVP, and laminate flooring, plus carpet and hardwood for every room in your home, now and in the year ahead. All About Floors, 341 Center Street in Jacksonville. And as we gather with family and friends, let's always remember the reason for the season as we celebrate the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ. From Ron Prince and everyone at All About Floors, Merry Christmas.
Humphry Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team.
has proudly served the heating and cooling needs of our community since 1967. Now, we've expanded our expert services to include professional residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, as well as full-service residential and commercial plumbing. Make sure your home or business stays powered through any storm with a Generac generator. We have units in stock and ready to install today. Cleaner air means better breathing. Let us improve your indoor air quality with our professional air duct cleaning services. And remember, Humphry Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergencies. Turn to the Carrier experts, Humphry Heating and Air Conditioning, with convenient locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit us online at humphreyheating.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphry Heating and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Are you in a rental home? If so, just call Fountain Management at 910-455-1609. Are you in need of a new property manager for your rentals? If so, call Fountain Management at 910-455-1609 or just stop by our office located at 255 Williamsburg Parkway and ask for Lisa Thornton or Sandra Fountain. They will be more than happy to assist you. Lisa or Sandra can share all available properties that would meet your needs or a property management package that would meet your needs. Give us a call today. Fountain Management, 910-455-1609.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available, and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want it painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Freedom 97.1, WSME.
Hey, welcome back to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Chris Rainer. We have our This Day in Sports segment coming up. But before we start that, we want to make sure we give out our trivia question today. It's for a Golden Corral $25 gift card, which Golden Corral is the one that feeds everyone. They have anything you go there, or you go there, anything you want. If you can't find somebody at Golden Corral, you're in the wrong place. Because, buddy,
at least get the rolls.
Oh, yeah. There's something there that, anybody... They have a wide variety, anything you want. Yeah. So we have two trivia questions today. If you answer either one correctly, you win a $25 Golden Corral gift card. The first one is one of our This Day in Sports features. In 1997, this guy became the NHL's all-time leading points leader, which actually still is the points leader. I was thinking that Alex Ovechkin just recently passed him for the all-time goal lead, but this guy is still the all-time NHL points leader. It's a milestone, and he was called the Great One. And what is it they call Ovechkin? The Great Eight, because his number's 8.
That's right.
So they kind of a play on this guy too. So this guy became the NHL's all-time leading points leader on this date in 1997. So if you know who that is, call in 910-346-2248, 910-346-2248, or an alternate question, a local flavor question. If you know what Downey's Heating and Air Conditioning's mascot's name is. Everyone here knows. I know now. I didn't know before, but I didn't know it was a baseball name either. So if you know your baseball, it is a baseball-themed name, too. We'll just say it.
Can we give them a hint, like softball or bat?
Name of bats. And they make other equipment, too, but they're most notably known for their bats because back especially in our time, in the 80s and 90s, there was two of these, a black one and a green one, and or silver and green, and those were the two everybody hit. You didn't have all the different companies and stuff now. They were basically the ones. Yeah. So that should make it pretty easy. If you know either one of those questions, call 910 346-2248. Let us know the answer of either one of those questions, and you'll win a $25 Golden Corral gift card. So let's jump on this day in sports history. All this stuff happened on December 19th at one time or another. I'll lead off way back in 1917. The NHL was born. The first National Hockey League games are played, launching one of sports' most iconic leagues. I would say there's still the big four. Soccer, obviously worldwide, is probably number one still. But in the United States, wouldn't you say there's still four major? Well, you say five because of wrestling, wouldn't you?
I'd agree with that. Yeah,
so-
5 with wrestling.
Okay. All right. You got the next one, Tom.
1936, the first NFL championship game. Green Bay defeats the Boston Redskins, laying the groundwork for what would become Super Bowl Sunday.
And we've talked about that before. A lot of people, they bag on Cleveland because they've never won a Super Bowl, never been in a Super Bowl. But Cleveland won some world titles before, the Super Bowl era started, which I think was like 68 or 69, roughly. So before then, you were just called World Championship, which obviously Green Bay has the most, over the years. They've won 4 Super Bowls too, but had a lot of world titles too. All right. Dylan, you got the next one.
In 1959, Sonny Liston, stripped of the heavyweight title because of legal troubles, derailing the champ and shakes up the boxing world.
I wonder what his legal troubles were. I hope he wasn't involved in gambling. We've seen that a little bit in the NBA lately. All right, Ellie.
1964, Cleveland dominates for the title. The Browns shut out the Colts 27-0. One of the most lopsided championship wins ever.
There it is.
There it is, right
a
there.
little
Did you read
harbinger
ahead?
thing. No, I don't do that. Man, in school, man, that was all I could do to keep up with what we were doing. So
Right.
I don't read ahead, but a harbinger of things to come there. You like that? A little English alliterate. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right.
I'm getting out of my education realm there.
1971, Roger Staubach leads Dallas back to the playoffs. The Cowboys continue their climb towards becoming America's team.
All right, let's take a roll call. What year was everyone born? I was born in 68.
69.
94.
82.
73.
Okay, so only 2 of us remember the Roger Staubach era. You remember, what was the thing you remember about the Cowboys and Staubach? The one thing that stands out, other than the cheerleaders.
Okay, so I just remember him. I remember Staubach's work ethic and his book and him saying one more rep.
Yeah.
When you think you're done.
I was thinking of the shotgun. They were the first team to go out of the shotgun.
Well, they were my team back then before we got the Carolina Panthers. I don't mind saying that on air right now. But I was a Cowboys fan back then until we got the Panthers. Drew Pearson, 88.
Oh, yeah.
The original 88.
Ed Too Tall Jones and Bob Lilly. Yeah, great names. Tony Dorsett a little later, Now, this is back in a different era, too, because we talk about, I'm gonna say it, the way, players are spoiled more nowadays and pampered a little more. Roger Staubach had to go in the Navy for 2 years before he could play pro football because he was at the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to honor that commitment. It's just the way times have changed and things are just, overlooked nowadays. All right, let's jet forward to 1976. Some people still weren't born yet. The NBA-ABA merger shows its impact. Former ABA stars bring speed, flair, and a new style to the NBA game. Now, in the card market, are there ABA cards?
There are Dr. J, Kareem, those guys came over from the ABA, do have ABA cards. Artis Gilmore, I think, was another
Artis
one.
Gilmore, I remember him with the big fro, yeah.
That's right.
And that was back when Dr. J, I don't know how he ran down the court with that thing. It like it would be too much wind resistance, but Dr. J was probably one of the biggest ABA players there was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Speaking of a big time player, you got the next one.
1981, Joe Montana makes his first playoff start, the opening chapter of a legendary postseason career.
One of our buddies, of course, Jeff Clark, his brother Dwight Clark, played for the 49ers, and the catch, one of the most iconic plays in NFL history. But this February, I was talking with Jeff the other day, this February, what is it? The one that's doing it? AMC is doing a thing. You may have seen it advertised on the Niners back in the day. I bet that's going to be a good series there.
I think so, but
yeah.
I joke about Montana because I think it was the movie where we referenced that. But
you're talking about from the Waterboy,
yeah. Yeah, but the Joe Montana, his rookie card's 81, by the way.
$81?
No, 81.
1981, I know.
It's a little bit more than $81.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, but legendary. His imprint, legendary in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of, no matter what Brady's done with the 7 titles, there's a lot of people that say, was it 7 or 6?
He has 7.
Brady, 7, yeah. There's a lot of, NFL gurus that say if you come down to championship game, they'd rather have Montana just because that's the way he was. They just didn't get there as often, apparently, All right, Dylan.
All right. In 1984, Scotty Bowman sets the coaching standard. He earned his 691st regular season win, the most in NHL history at the time.
Hockey, of course. That's about all there. All right, Ellie. Do you guys remember this guy that we're about to talk about? We all old enough for this? Okay.
Did you say you were born in 1996?
94.
Really?
Yeah.
So is my daughter.
All right. 1987, Michael Jordan posts his first triple-double, an early glimpse of greatness from a player redefining the game.
And I think it was his first season, so it's not like it took him a while, He got hurt his rookie year, stayed out, and that was the
second year.
That was the fire with Jordan. He stayed out most of that year, but came back to limp into the playoffs. Basically, they had barely gotten the playoffs and lost in the first round, but that was Jordan. He didn't want to go off into the postseason not playing. I mean, he had to beg the Bulls to let him play. Remember, you seen it in the Last Dance, where he basically had to. He was playing back in North Carolina. They didn't even know he was playing because that was his competitive fire. That's what separates him from LeBron to me is that competitive nature.
The most competitive.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
1989, Larry Bird begins a historic free throw streak. The Celtics legend starts a run of 71 straight games with a made free throw.
He also had a streak of free throws in a row that was a pretty long one. But this is another joker right here that was a little competitive too.
Yes, that's fun to
they
watch.
talk like he was one of the biggest trash talkers that ever lived. They say he could get in your head in a minute out there. Just unbelievable talent. All right, I got the last one here. In 1992, Shaq explodes for his first 40-point game. Had several of those over the years. What's the one thing you remember about Shaq, the one play that stands in your mind? If you had to think of one. Not airballing a free throw, but...
Shattering the
yeah,
backboard.
ripping pulling the whole thing
backboard.
down. And just on cue is Billy Grissett with some of the most delicious food you can put in your mouth. Thank you, Billy. I'll get with you this afternoon, too. I'll run by there. All right. Thank you, Billy. Helen's Kitchen. We could do it again, yeah. We'll do that one again. Helen's Kitchen supplied all our food for us today. We have burgers and BLTs, which we're going to dive into here shortly. Billy was good enough to bring them towards the end of the show, so they'll still be hot and warm for us. The last one, once again, in 1997, this guy became the NHL's all-time points leader. Another milestone for the great one in hockey. If you know that, to answer our trivia question, if you know that guy, just call in at 910-346-2248, or if you know who the mascot is for Down East Heating and Air. A good baseball name. Are we going to tie him in? I can envision the 3 birds on the field at one time now. Are we going to do that?
So we actually have a theme night planned. We'll be posting that shortly after the new year with all of our theme nights for every game.
Okay.
But one of them is going to be a mascot Olympics.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're hoping that he'll be out there along with.
Are you going to try and get other ones from the high schools and stuff?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
High school,
That's cool.
elementary school, anyone that has a mascot.
So you've been, I've seen that at some sporting events before, like up in the Triangle area, you'll have
ACC.
Ramses and the Durham Bull and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. And
we'll
of course,
probably-
Wolfie.
If I make these mascots do some crazy things.
Keep in mind, it's 114 degrees out there. Sometimes it's 114 degrees out there for these games. We were talking about the press porch earlier and possibly renovations, coming up. If there's a construction company out there that's interested in a buy-in to the Ospreys and a tie-in and, wanting to get your name on some stuff, this will be a good opportunity. The press box eventually to get redone, have the bottom floor as the luxury suite with the coolest air conditioner in press box history. The Down East press box at the top would be the, where, the guys that call the game would be up there with their, their food bar and stuff like that, the wet bar.
Who calls the game?
I do it on the streaming service. I know. Who would have thought
They
they'd
don't
pay
have
me?
you on the big board?
No. I have a face for radio.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, will the same crowd be back doing this stuff in the press box? As far as you know?
Actually, a little change up. Austin, he's moving into an entertainment role.
Really?
He wants to be entertaining.
He's going to be out there on the field?
And say, hey, he's got some ideas. I said, you know what? You're the first guy to approach us. We've been thinking about getting some more arsenal of people and mascots and things.
To do
So
stuff.
To entertain the crowd. We're like, bring it on. Let's do it.
So you're in need of a stat man now.
So we need a stats guy or a girl. And then we also need so Ben's actually not coming back.
Okay.
He get really busy with his entertainment business, which we're happy for him. I know when we first started off with him, he was actually not very busy. Now he's very busy, so it's a great thing for him. But he said, look, anything I need to do, he's going to actually give us ourselves that equipment. So we'll have everything we need. We just need to find a guy,
Person to do it.
Yeah, that will.
Well, now I've done it at the high school level, but it's a different show what he does. He does a great job out there.
Different sounds and all kinds of fun stuff. So
That's cool. So he's going to give us all the sounds and all that stuff?
Yep.
Nice.
Up and, so yeah, it's just someone that's, loves putting on, if you ever thought about putting all these weird sounds and these, songs and whatnot, maybe the baby crying when the opposing coach is going out to argue a call or whatever.
If you have the innate talent of getting under the other team's skin, then this is the job for you. Because there's been some of the things, I'm trying to think of some of the sound bites he would do that would just be perfect, perfectly on time. Obviously, the one, the fly ball goes with the back and you have the glass breaking, or the seagulls trying to fight over the French fry out there type thing, the kids fighting for the ball. So that'd be cool.
And then we got, I think our team thinks the same thing. It's like the lineup of theme nights we have this next summer, I think, is going to be the best yet.
Really?
And then we have a particular one. I'll go ahead and announce it now. And Down East will be the prime for that game as well. Is the first of its kind in sports history, whether it's NHL, Major League Baseball. It's never been done. We did the
Tip of the
research.
spear, baby.
So, in partnership also with the Carolina Museum of the Marine, we're going to have a first of its kind, once a Marine, always a Marine night. So vision this, getting lots of Marines, Marine veterans. A lot of these guys, from the Corps that long, they probably long for some camaraderie, right? And then come out, if you have a moto tat, get half off your ticket. You can do 20 pull-ups, get it for free. We'll decorate the beer area to be like Ton Tavern. Instead of singing "Take Me Out to a Ball Game," maybe we'll sing the Marines hymn. I know
Nice.
Marines like
I
that.
love it.
And just get the Marine Corps and the Carolina Museum of the Marines all, and help promote their inaugural year.
Yeah, because that's coming up. It's still in construction. Do they have a completion for that? Have you heard? A completion date? Have you heard, just being around the community?
Tentatively,
I know it's not your
they're
thing,
pushing for May 1st.
Of 2026?
Yes. Correct.
Wow. That's earlier than I thought it would be. That's pretty cool. We should have put them doing Piney Green Road years ago. It would have been done in record time instead of.
Cool stuff. Major General Schrader, when we met with him and his crew, like they said that the trees up front are from Bella Wood, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
There's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of thought, of course, that went into the making of all this. So
That's awesome.
Share this mic if you're talking,
Okay.
These mics are not.
Those mics aren't working?
Well, they're working, but they're not optimal.
just put it right.
Okay. Gotcha.
These will stay. Just share this mic when you guys talk. Just
Okay.
take out that thing here.
Okay.
Okay.
Just take it out.
Yeah, whenever each one has something to do.
Yeah, just talk.
Gotcha.
Well, we'll finish up with some of the Osprey stuff here in a minute. Tom, we want to jump over to you while they're figuring out the logistics
sounds
of the
good,
mic there.
brother. Let me tell you what I brought
Tell us
today.
some things you brought and some things. These guys may need some last minute Christmas presents for kids.
What's
Stocking
hot?
stuffers.
Cooper Flag.
Really?
Cooper Flag, because the chase
You
is
mean
on.
the guy that played at Duke?
You said it, brother.
I know.
I didn't say it. I wasn't
know.
going to say it.
I
was just
know.
gonna, but look, they put him on the cover of the product. The kid's
Nice.
18. He's doing great. Off to a great start. Inside these blaster boxes are a few packs, and the chase is looking for his rookie autograph. Okay.
Is
Now
it in there?
Well, if it is, we can find out right now.
You ain't gonna open that package.
It's very reasonably priced. They're only $30 for these boxes. These are great stocking stuffers. Okay, for Christmas, great gifts. What's even greater is finding a Cooper Cup.
Cooper Flag.
Let's go with
yeah.
Cooper Flag. Is finding his rookie card. They're neat. They're $15 to $20 in value right now just for the base. But if you get one of the autographs, it's going to be worth a lot more. They have serial numbers in here, randomly inserted, so you may or you may not receive it. So
what you tell me before you go any further
Cooper
is
Flag.
His rookie card could be in this box.
Yes, sir.
His signed rookie card, which is a special one,
Could be.
once in a
Limited
lifetime
produced.
thing. So if you got this box, should you open it?
You can open it. You're going to have much more fun. Open it, especially with your kids or the family. And this is just one small box. They make them a lot bigger too.
Okay.
But I would recommend opening it because it's the anticipation of what could be.
Right.
Right. And you open the packs and you find the card. Yeah. So that's fun. Long-term hold. They make different types of boxes. This is one you could hold. Imagine having a box that may have a Jordan rookie card in it. This kid's 18.
Really?
So it's not a bad idea to pick some up because once they're off the shelves, they're in people's collection. So I have hundreds of boxes at home unopened because at some point they're going to continue to go up. You can no longer get them retail. So you got to come to me to get them. Right?
Nice.
The value goes up over time, right?
Now it's kind of like a Schrodinger's cat thing. You know what that is?
I love Schrodinger's cat.
So
I subscribe to it every day.
if you
It's
don't
in
open
there.
it,
It's in there
it could
till
be
it's
in
not.
there.
You're into quantum mechanics, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I saw it on Big Bang Theory. Sorry, saw it on Big Bang Theory. So what else? What other toys you got to show us in your orange box there?
Well, we talked about the Carolina Panthers. So I brought in some rookie cards of Bryce Young, and I'll leave these out. You guys can pass them around, take a look at them. Ted Arroyo, McMillian.
Oh, yeah, T-Mac. Yep.
The guy's awesome. He looks so great. So here's a couple of their rookie cards. There's the price tag on them, $3 to $5. Now, look, 6 months ago, they were $1. But because they're a 500 team now, and they're looking good. So I think these are popular in the shop. I sell them all the time. Folks are coming in buying Tet rookies, Bryce Young rookies. A couple years ago, it first came out. We got through the hype, then the downturn because there's a dip in the market or interest, if you will. And then it's like, oh, you can't give them away. Oh, man, now they're doing really good. But if you find the limited edition, the low number stuff, that's where the real long-term value is.
Really? So
yes,
the less that are out there, obviously.
Correct.
All right. Well, what other toys you got over there?
Well, that was it. You have the newspaper. I did bring in some sleeves. We can open a pack while we're here if you want
open it and be going through that while we're talking.
I think we should do a show where I sit here and open a $1,000 box, and we sit here on air.
And go through it.
Stream it, and people can watch.
If that autograph card is in there, how much would it be worth right now?
I don't know, $500-$700 maybe.
But eventually down the road, way more. I'm sure
You can encapsulate it, grade it, and make it $5K in 6 months, because there would be only a few that would be in there. We could stream a live. My son and I are opening 100 boxes tonight.
Let's can we let everybody open a package?
Yes, please.
Right.
Let's do that.
That'll
Pass
help
them
us.
around. We're looking for Cooper Flag. You also got VJ Edgecombe, Dylan. Let's see if everybody's got one. We'll give one to Hollywood as well.
Now, what's the
secret to open them? Great question, Dylan. Very careful to open them. You take your left
And not
thumb,
mess them up.
press in, right, peel it back, and then carefully remove the cards, because it's terrible when you get a Cooper Flag rookie card, but it's damaged because you ripped it and dinged the corner. And
Afraid to touch it.
condition
I know,
will.
right? I'm like, I don't wanna-
There we go.
What if that card's in here?
Take your time.
Look, I don't have a Cooper Flag.
I got a Duke player.
Who you got? The other one?
Grayson
Knipple?
Allen.
Your boy Grayson.
Oh, Grayson, the Tripper.
He's having a really good year.
The Tripper, I call him. I got a
You
Brandon
got
Ingram
Walter
card,
Payne?
obviously from Kinston. That's pretty cool. And is this one of the sets that's one of the better?
This is the flagship tops.
That's the best one right now?
There are other sets that are much more expensive because
You want to put back in just like that?
Sure. I just usually just put them right back in, just slide them back in.
Fold it back
My
over.
pack was a dud. I didn't get anybody. I recognized one guy's
Well,
name.
look through the ones I opened and see if you see anything I missed. Obviously, local flavor. There was Brandon Ingram, from.
If it's a
Kinston.
rookie, it'll have the RC logo on it somewhere.
Oh, will it?
Rookie card. You can't miss it. So here we go. So Yannick Conan.
Was there a rookie card in mine?
You have two.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
There's VJ Edgecombe. That's a $10 card. It's an 8-bit ballers. It
Really?
is an insert. He's really good.
About Isaiah Thomas.
I do
Like a
like how they
legend type
put
card?
legend players like Magic that Dylan has, and then Isaiah, but they don't have Jordan in this set. And he is he's the man. I also brought these sleeves in. So what happens is, as we're opening, if you get a card that's worth a few dollars, You just want to take a plastic sleeve them up. I even brought what we call top loaders. They fell on the floor. But I like to protect everything.
Yeah.
So you protect your investment, right? It is fun. It's a hobby. It's collecting. I tell people, collect what you like. Just enjoy it. If you make a few dollars along the way,
Every
great.
now you run across
However,
something, yeah.
there are collectibles out there worth a lot of money, and you want to protect it. So, even the air, dust, especially if you have pets in your home and you're exposed across this top. And I buy a lot of collections, and I see it where, well, that would be a nice card, but
But the top's a different
there's
color
dust,
than the rest
right?
of
So
them.
I take a penny sleeve, I'll put it in the penny sleeve, the hard case, top loader, and then I'll cover it up with this team bag. It's do the work on the front end. And so
then just
if you
put it
come,
away.
if you
Let me
come
look
by
at that one
Card
again.
Crazy, every inventory is already. So if you buy this card, you just discard that, and you got a clean card. A lot of places will put stickers, price gun stickers on the hard plastic. Plastic's expensive these days, right? So this is a penny, right? This is a little bit more than a penny. It's 8 cents. So I want to keep and reuse as many of these as possible.
So no more in the packs. Do you have to worry about the strip of gum on the back of one of the cards?
They do make bazooka.
Oh, they still do that?
Every now and then, every couple years, a set will come out with gum in it, but it's rare. You don't
I remember
see
as
it
a kid,
often.
that was the hardest gum to chew.
I have.
It was like a Hot Wheels racetrack, almost to chew.
Chris, let me tell you, I do have a large variety of retro, nostalgic 90s packs. They're only $1 to $2. They're so much fun. A lot of them still have the gum. I have a thing that says, please do not eat the gum, right on the box, right? But I have a shelf full of these 90s boxes because they're not expensive, but it's more than nostalgic. Like, we grew up opening these packs, and it's like, oh, man, I'm going to take me back to my childhood. And every now and then you may find a gem in there, which would be a rare limited edition, low print run. So it's not all junk wax. There are some gems hidden in there. So that's why it's important to look through them all, man. But it is a lot of fun to open those packs.
I wonder how many kids open up a pack, just took the gum and threw the rest of it.
Yeah.
That probably happened a lot.
And some of the gum you're talking about now is probably more like chalk than anything else, and it just probably breaks in their mouth.
Disintegrates, yeah.
All right, so let's go around the table. If you had to pick a team you wanted to collect from, would it be the Bears probably as your primary team?
Yeah, it would be theirs.
What would be some stuff that you know of out there other than just cards? Do helmets, signed helmets, things like that hold their value?
You're spot on. They do. So mini helmets are more popular than the
Really?
the large helmet, and they're less expensive too. But they display really well. They take up a little less space. So mini helmets are really good. 8x10s are very popular. Framed up, looking good in your man cave. They're easy to frame. So those would be the top two outside of the cards. But then again, I'm a bobblehead guy, so I like bobbleheads, and I got 100 of them.
Do many of them get signed? I mean, is there enough
Some
room
people
on
do
some of them to
sign
sign?
them. Yeah.
It's hard because, the way they taper them, sometimes it's hard to find a
Correct.
place in there to do it. Now, I noticed yesterday in Myrtle Beach, first time I've seen them because I haven't been out and about shopping a lot lately. You talk about the mini helmets and the full-size helmets. There's the middies now. Have you seen those? They call them MIDI middies. They're mid-size helmets.
So they're in between a mini and
in between
full
a
size.
mini
I
and
haven't
full.
seen
It's the
those.
first time I've seen them. There must be something new,
Interesting.
but I can see those being the perfect size. Obviously, you're not gonna get them on your head, but but they're a little bigger than the small ones. But I should have took a picture of them and sent it to you, but I didn't know if it was something that had been out for a little while.
No, I'm not familiar with it.
So
I don't hate it.
What about
but-
you, Ellie? Who would be your big team to collect from?
Minnesota Twins.
Would you like a Kirby Puckett?
Kirby Puckett,
rookie
yeah.
card. Now, was Kirby a rookie with the Twins or?
Yeah, he spent his whole career there.
Oh, he did? I didn't realize
He
that.
had the eye issue where he had to retire early, and so. But 1984 84 Fleer would be his rookie, and so you have a regular set that comes out, and then an update set. He's in the update set, so you got to know what sets to get. It's not very expensive to pick up a Kirby, but what people do is they send them out to these third-party authentication companies or grading companies, right? And they get them graded. So if it's a Gem Mint 10, it's thousands of dollars. Ungraded raw card could be, $40.
Yeah. And when you get those prices, do you have to find somebody that's willing to pay that for them? Obviously, somebody that's a big time collector, right? Obviously, if it's a Jordan rookie card or something, it's a little different. But
so I've been in this business a long time. I started in '81. Right, when my brother and I had our own business and business cards. '81, hitting the flea markets and the shows. Right.
I thought you were born in 81.
No, I was born in '69, just shortly after this young man. So, Yeah, so I lost my train of thought. What was your question again?
I can't remember.
Yeah, me and you. fit well in the
like
same
you know,
room.
like how do you find
Yeah,
somebody
so you
that's
have
willing
have
to
a
pay that
network.
for
So
them?
it's
Yeah.
all worthless until that transaction occurs. We can value things all day long. Hey,
But
this
you gotta
is
have somebody that
$100.
wants it.
Until that transaction occurs, I tell people, look, it's not valuable. And just because the last person was willing to pay $1,000 doesn't mean there's other people
Yeah.
willing to pay that. So you have to have a network. That's one thing that I've did the last few years is I grew card crazy. We kind of, network with all these other collectors, just growing a social media footprint, getting out into the shows. You have to have a network because I've got some cool valuables, right? Valuables. But I can't sell it to no one because no one wants to pay what it's worth. So how do you determine value? Man, it's like, what is someone else out there willing to pay for it?
Well, back in the day when we did it, you had to go buy the magazines, the card guides and stuff. Now everything's pretty much online, isn't it?
Everything's real time. And essentially, it is real time, especially with social media. You could see what's being sold at shows or at all the breaks. They do online breaks where they open up the product like we just did now, and you could see what people are paying real time. So yeah, so I have the first edition Beckett magazine. And that is there. It is right there, man. Good.
Is that it?
Nice $20 Cougar Flag
We
rookie.
didn't see that.
That's one. Here, let's leave him up. That's one of the variations. See,
That was the
back
last
then,
pack, yeah.
You had Kirby Puckett has 1, 2 rookie cards. Fleer, Tops, Donners was the big three. Now there's like 10, 15 different variations, if not
nice.
more. So this is just one of the Cooper rookies. You see the RC on it there? That's the designator. So.
I see you took
Yeah,
it out
but
of your hands.
you
Is
want
there
to
anything
find
special with that?
It's just a parallel set.
Commemorative.
They've made less of them than
Okay.
the base, just like this. They made less of these as well. Look on the back. The number's PP10.
Just show one up.
Let's
Especially
bring
the
that up
Cooper
to
flag
camera.
one,
Look at the
yeah.
Cooper flag. Very happy with that, by the way. This will be sold today.
You're welcome.
You can have that for your collection, sir. I'll put it in a case for you.
Really?
I know you're probably not a alumni.
Oh, my dad's a huge Duke fan.
Right here, give it to him.
You saw the picture of us in Myrtle Beach. Did you see the comment from Ethan Barbie?
No.
Talking about my dad's sweatshirt, wearing his Duke sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah.
He went up and down Myrtle Beach yesterday looking for the Duke ACC football championship shirt. You're not gonna get that in Myrtle Beach. Probably up around Durham is about the only place because Duke is just not the there's State and Carolina, East Carolina in the areas, but Duke is just kind of yeah. That's just it's just a little different.
Raleigh, Durham.
A little harder to find, yeah. Thanks, man. That is a cool looking card too.
It is.
And so that is actually a rookie card of
That
his?
is a rookie card. It's got their RC and it's
I see, really.
Yeah, and it's from the Topps product. So it's one of many different variations of rookies, but that is one of his rookies.
That's nifty, man.
We didn't find the autograph one we're looking for.
You got a pen?
We'll keep.
Give me a pen and a little bit of research, and no, we wouldn't do that, of course. What about you? What's something you would be real big on collecting?
Anything Hurricanes. Growing up, Cincinnati Reds, Johnny Bench.
Oh yeah, Pete Rose too.
Pete Rose, that's my guy.
Yeah. So, with him being able to go into the Hall of Fame now, did his stock go up any?
Absolutely. Trending up. Once again, there's benchmarks along the way. If this happens, Hall of Fame, the interest level, everything's tied to interest level, right? So when he was reinstated, everything started going up. Now, my big purchase was his rookie card years ago. My biggest collection is Pete Rose. Big Red Machine fan, Bench and Rose and all those guys. So, yes. And once he actually gets into the Hall of Fame, it's going to continue to go up.
Yeah.
So was he voted in this last time?
Not yet. No, he just got reinstated, right?
Well, I
So
know,
he's
but we were talking about the latest vote, so that was from the last one.
That's
Okay.
a contemporary ballot, right?
So that's
he's
the
not
one
on-
coming
He's not
up.
on
Okay.
that ballot.
Gotcha.
We'll see what happens. I hope they waive the 5-year period because he's, under different circumstances. So he's eligible.
Well, speaking of Hall of Fame, we're going to switch gears. Go ahead, Hollywood.
Hey, Thomas, here on the socials, I have my glasses on. Got a comment here for you.
Let me hear it.
You know who Mitchell Potter is?
I do know Mick Potter.
He says, LeBron James rookie card is a great Christmas present there, Tom. Made it happen for me. Finding me a card for my son. So there you go.
Nice.
Thomas Hatchel coming through. All right.
That's right.
And he's found all kinds of
It's
cool stuff
networking.
for me. Like this one, we talked, obviously the newspaper article is awesome. And then this one you found a while back for me, the Couple guys from the Stanley Cup. You got Glenn Wesley, of course, Ron Francis, and of course Rod Brendamore, the coach now, for that Stanley Cup run, and all of them are autographs. There's stuff like this out there. You just got to find it.
Correct. And I'm a big fan of it. So maybe it's not everyone's thing, but I'm a card guy. At the end of the day, I'm a card guy. But I love memorabilia.
Yeah.
And I love unique items. Like I said, the bobbleheads, mini helmets, and things like that.
So other than I'm sorry, before you change
Oh, you're
gears,
fine.
I've been thinking about
That's
this.
what we talking about.
so other than sports, that's a big thing. Are there other like unique things and collections that you look for, collect? I'm just curious, not to get into a
No, it's great question.
So-
WWE?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. That's my
a big
son and
thing?
I have been a big fan of that. But my son's into music. I mentioned that
Oh, yeah,
earlier.
we talked about that, yeah.
I travel with him, or he'll travel with me, and we'll go to an event, and he really loves the albums, and he plays them. So me personally, I just stay in my lane.
Yeah.
There's other things out there like comics, and I do
Yeah.
have comics. I do buy comics. And coins and collectibles, a lot of collectibles, anything, right? So I'm in a marketplace where everything sells. Someone comes in looking for almost anything, we have it, right? Even to the Funkos, starting lineup figures, right? But most of the time I stay in my lane with the cards, but there's a lot of great Marvel, there's a lot of great comics, there's a lot of other collectibles out there. I tell people, just collect what you like,
There's some
man.
cards when I was growing up that I collected, and they were not. Well, you talked about Star Wars earlier. Remember that?
Star Wars. There was a lot of the TV shows back then had
well,
still popular.
I had these things called garbage pail kids. Cards. You remember that? They were disgusting. Remember those?
Were they a play off the Cabbage Patch Kids?
No,
I think.
they were gross.
So-
You're
I'm going to tell you right now,
They're
do
still
some
around.
research. You're going to be surprised how valuable they are.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
They were gross, but
Yep,
anyway.
they were gross.
I was like,
But they're worth
sixth
money.
grade. All right, I was just curious.
Well, people got time. Christmas is a week from yesterday, so next Thursday, come down and see you down there. You're on the corner of Dawson Cabin Road and 17, right there before you get to Dawson Cabin Road. And what's the new name of it again?
Down East Marketplace.
Okay, I should remember that.
I mean,
Down East Marketplace.
How about that?
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I didn't make that up.
I had to run by there today.
That's right. He's got the whole front left corner up down there of just collectible stuff, and the whole place in there is a plunder place.
Yeah.
Don't go in those places and just breeze through because there's stuff you miss. I mean, I remember some of the old glasses we used to have. Remember the Looney Tunes glasses?
from McDonald's.
Yeah, with the lead paint on that you're not supposed to drink from, but yet it's still on there. It's not coming off of that dishwasher, buddy. But those they have stuff like that. There's just so many cool things. Beer lights, things like that. That I'm a big beer light guy. I love in my man cave. I love the neon. I can turn the lights off and make it like a little sports bar while I'm watching the Hurricanes games and stuff. So it all depends on what you're looking for. If you guys have anything you want to get with Tom about kids second presents or stocking stuffers, he's your man. Before we go though, anything else Osprey we want to cover? New coming up or?
Real quick. So this next year we're gonna expand a ticketing fundraising thing. We kind of launched a pilot program out of it, if you will. But if you're a sports team, nonprofit, school sports team, youth team, whatever, scouts, drama club, whatever, you want to raise funds for your cause, your team, reach out to us. Soon we'll be posting on social media. You could sell tickets to Ospreys games, $10 a ticket, and you can earn up to $3 or $4 per ticket back.
Depending on how many you sell.
And you just use a link. We'll have a customized link for each and every one of you. It's tracked. And you can end the campaign when you want. The tickets are flex tickets, so that way you can sell them because no one's going to buy a ticket in January if they don't know if they're going to be here for a June 12th game or whatever.
So they can come to any game other than maybe like a specialty game, like
Certain
the All-Star
games,
game or something like that.
Yeah, certain games they wouldn't be able to use it like opening day or probably once Marine, always Marine night. But either way, they can use that ticket later on, and they'll have all the data so we can email them reminders. It's a pretty good way for them to raise funds. Costs nothing to them. They don't have to carry around anything. They don't have to deliver anything. It's just taken care of individually. So, yeah.
Well, I've been out there for the first 2 seasons, and it's amazing after the first season the number of players that wanted to come play for Jacksonville because of the atmosphere being. I mean, there's some places they're playing at 4 in the afternoon because they have no lights, may not have a sound system. It's just not the atmosphere. This is like a college minor league baseball type atmosphere with all the perks and everything.
Yeah. Again, we say this all the time. There's 2 main missions of Ospreys baseball. One, provide a welcome place for players to come out, and that's definitely being evident because players want to come back and play here. And then it's just a matter of time before we get a player that his alumni that was an Osprey that signs a professional contract. But two, to bring families, the family unit to the ballpark. We don't want, a young couple, especially in our town being so young, to feel like it's outpriced for them. We want the kids to show up. We want the ballpark to be full with families.
Any more bleachers or anything added this year, or is that down the road?
That's we got. Those are the two, I would say, irons in the fire we got working that we're really trying to work with. Say we're in talks with them. We're trying to work some other avenues. We think it's just a matter of time before we are able to make an announcement. And who knows? We're talking to a couple groups. It might happen, perhaps by midsummer. We don't know. We're optimistic because the city's on board. We just have to figure out how the funding works. So.
Well, how many teams are in the Old North State League? 32?
24.
24, okay. 24. To show how hot the Ospreys were their first year, got the All-Star game your second year.
Yep.
The league awarded it to you second year. That's awesome. It's not coming back next year, is it?
Can't have it 2 years.
I figure they had to rotate a little bit, but it's like me and Jason were talking off the air earlier about the Carolina Hurricanes having the outdoor game about 3 years ago. It was such a huge success here. I mean, this is North Carolina where we don't have ice hockey all the time. Up north, it's probably like an afterthought. But down here, it was so popular, such a huge success. They're talking about bringing it back here in the next 5 years or so as a second time when other teams won't get that rotation because of the way they did it. And same thing with the way you guys produced it there. Do a great job. So keep it rolling. Anything else before we roll?
I don't know.
Because we got cheeseburgers and BLTs waiting over there.
We appreciate them coming on. We're very excited about it.
That's going to be a great partnership.
Synergies. And then Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Anything, Tom, you want to add? Any last minute?
Hey, thanks for having me on the show. It's great. It's great talking sports with everyone. I appreciate it. So thank you.
Well, all the great names we talked about, the Wayne Gretzky's, the Joe Montanas, the Michael Jordans, if they come see you, they can get it, can't they?
Every bit of it.
All right, it makes great Christmas presents for your sports fans. All right, well, we're going to jump out of here. Thank you, Jason, for being with us today.
Thank you. Appreciate
and thank you for sponsoring us and the high school teams and the Ospreys and all the things you do, man. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Enjoy it.
All right. We want to thank all of our sponsors before we go. National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Fountain Management, Southern Touch Painting, Golden Corral, All About Floors, Down East Heating and Air Conditioning, the offices of John Drew Warlick, Express Printing, Onslow County Motor Company, CNS Paint, Bartley Insurance Services, Bill Mercer, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, Superior Metal Structures and Concrete, Jones Onslow EMC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, Hampton Hadley Chiropractor, Jones LP Gas in Verona. Oh, don't forget $11 today to fill your cylinders down there in Verona. Lane Associates Family Dentistry, and a special thanks to what we're getting ready to do next, the most important segment of the show, the after party. Cheeseburgers and BLTs from Helen's Kitchen. Thank you, Billy Grissett, so much for doing that each time. We really do appreciate it. And that's a wrap for Sports Talk. Thank you, Hollywood, for all you do. And everybody have a very Merry Christmas. We'll see you next week.
Merry Christmas.
If you've been diagnosed with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, this is what it sounds like to be 1,000,000 miles away. Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. Tremfya Guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible. In clinical trials, at least 70% of patients saw at least 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks. Results may vary. Tremfya is also indicated for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis.